Thanks everyone for joining me. I'm super excited to finally be going to Egypt this November, and I've invited some of the rest of you. So I wanted to do a quick video with Lori, and her husband have HLO tours, and so she's going to tell me a little bit about the Gift of the Nile specifically tour for this November. So welcome, Lori.
Hi, how are you, April? Thank
Good.
you.
So tell us about this tour. I mean, I think it's like 12 days and what you like about it, what makes it special for a first timer.
So this is 13 days, 12 nights, air and land. You'll be departing from JFK for those people that live in the USA, and those that don't live in the USA will be finding their own flights and getting to Egypt. Um, Hold on, my computer just took over again. It's
Oh no.
okay. So your day by day itinerary, your day one, you're going to leave from JFK in New York and arrive in Cairo on Egypt Air. It's a nonstop flight from JFK to Cairo. When you arrive, you will be brought to the Steinberger Hotel in Cairo, or no, let's see, the Steinberger in Giza. Sorry, in Giza, which is the pyramids. You're right by
Oh
the
wow.
pyramids. You will see the pyramids right out by the pool. It's gorgeous. Um, then that day is at leisure. You get there, you rest, try to get your jet lag gone, and enjoy the pool, have dinner, whatever you want to do. Next day, you'll start off at the pyramids and you'll see the three pyramids of Giza and the step pyramid of King Zosher, which is the earliest pyramid ever built. It's in levels. Then you'll have lunch at a countryside restaurant, traditional Egyptian dips and chicken and pita bread. And that you'll go back to your hotel for rest of the afternoon at leisure. The next day you'll be going to, if it's open, the Grand Museum in Giza, and we're all crossing our fingers it will be open by then. If not, you'll be going to the Cairo Museum, which is still open, and have like a 2 hour tour there. From there, you're going to go to um, Old Cairo, which you'll be visiting the churches, the Abu Sergi Church, as well as the um, Jewish synagogue that's there, the oldest Jewish synagogue in Cairo. And you'll finish the day off going to Muhammad Ali Mosque and the Citadel. And in the Muhammad Ali Mosque, you can go inside the mosque itself, dress conservatively, 3/4 length sleeves. You can wear a long skirt. You can wear pants. Just most of the thing is the sleeves and like no low cut shirts or anything like that. So you could wear a collared shirt, be fine. Um, and you will remove your shoes and go into the mosque, and it's beautiful in there, just gorgeous.
Oh.
After spending overnight at your hotel, you're going to be transferred to Luxor to go on the Nile cruise boat, and you're going to spend four 4 days, I believe, next 4 nights on board the boat. Starting off cruising, well, you won't cruise the first day. You'll be going to the sites in Luxor. So you'll go to the Eastern Bank, which is Luxor and Karnak temples, and the next day you'll be visiting the West Bank, which is the Valley of the Kings, the Valley of Queens, and Queen Hatshepsut's temple. So that will be there. You'll get onto your boat about noontime, yeah, about noontime, and you will proceed on to the next destination. So you'll be cruising on the boat, which is beautiful. Are you guys doing a hot air balloon? I don't know. That's an optional if you decided that you wanted to do a hot air
Oh
balloon
wow, no, we hadn't really thought
in
about that
Luxor.
much.
But
Did
you'd
you
have to let us know in advance so we could reserve the space there.
Okay.
The next day, you are going, when you're cruising, you're going to be in Edfu and Kom Ombo. When you go through Edfu, you will see the temple of Edfu. And I'm trying to think, no, the next one is Kom Ombo, which is the crocodile god, Sobek. And I can't pronounce that name. I'm
That's
sorry. So
okay.
we'll just say Sobek because he is the crocodile god.
Right.
And you'll be cruising back again to the city of Aswan. In between that time, you have to go through the Esna locks, which is when they lower your ship down and you're in line with all these other ships that are there, and you go through the locks, and then you go onto the other side, and they raise you back up again. It takes a couple of hours to get through, but while you're doing that, a whole bunch of people in tiny little boats, they're just enough to hold two people, will be trying to sell you all sorts of tourist stuff, and they'll be throwing things up onto your balcony or to your room
Oh my God.
or to the top of the thing, and they'll be telling you that that costs $100, and you tell them no, I'll give you $5 for it, and they'll be all upset. And so you start to throw it back, and they say no, no, and they will go down, down, down. Probably won't get it for 5, but you would get it for 10,
Right.
100. So don't ever pay what they say. They are definitely trying to make some money there. Um, the last day you'll be cruising to Aswan, where you will see the high dam, the temple of Philae. You'll take a little boat ride over to the temple of Philae, and you'll be going to the unfinished obelisk. So you can climb through that and actually go and look at
Oh
the
wow.
obelisk that has a big crack in it. So they started to carve it. It's all in one piece, but that one cracked
Oh my
before they
God.
could get it out. So it's no good anymore. They just left it and went on to
Wow.
some other piece of granite. Um, there's also, are you doing Abusimbel? Is that part of your
Yeah, I
tour?
think we'd like
Okay,
to. Yeah.
okay. So Abusimbel, you'll be, oh, you get to see my son.
That's all right.
Abusimbel, it's like a half-hour flight from Aswan, and it's the most incredible temple that you can imagine. It was rebuilt from another spot when they put the high dam in.
Okay.
It flooded that area, so they had to move it piece by piece. Everything is labeled,
Oh
and
my
they
goodness.
rebuilt it on an artificial island.
Oh wow.
So it is amazing. It's perfect preservation. So you'll do that, and after you'll get back on the plane and go to Cairo. And day 10, you're going to go to Alexandria. So you will drive from Cairo to Alexandria and spend overnight in the hotel there. I'm not sure which one. He's got the Helnan, but it could be that one or the Palestine Hotel. I'm not sure. You'll visit the catacombs in Alexandria and the Citadel, which is the right by the harbor, and the famous lighthouse. I think that you'll be going to Alexandria Library, which
Oh wow.
it's brand new, very modern. It has everything in there, just amazing. And you'll go back that afternoon to Cairo. And the last day in Cairo is just it's going to the village. So the last day in Cairo, you'll be going to Hamdi's village in northern Cairo. It's um, north of Cairo, which is called Benha. And you'll have lunch with a traditional Egyptian family, traditional Egyptian food, and you'll get to walk around the village to see the fields and how people
Right.
live. So
Oh nice.
interesting.
Yeah. So what do you think are some of your favorite things of this trip?
Alexandria is one of my favorite things. It was incredible. Abu Simbel was another one. I love the Nile cruise. I will, and you offer me a Nile cruise, and I'll go on it in a second. Of course, the pyramids are just unbelievable. You can climb to the top of the pyramid, the big one. He's uh, Cheops, but it's very early morning, so you'd have to let the guide know in advance to get there early, and it's extra money to climb it. It's very steep. You have to slump over for some of it, walk with your knees bent
Right.
because you'll hit your head.
Oh my goodness.
Once you get past that point, you can stand up again. But for people with bad backs, I wouldn't recommend it. Um, but if you're in good physical shape, you can do it. And
Wow.
it's something you go to the top of it, and there's a coffin in there, sarcophagus that I think there was a body in there at one point. There's no body in there now.
Right.
But it's pretty incredible to do that.
Yeah, that sounds like an amazing view too. If just
To get up there, yeah.
yeah, to get up there. Yeah.
It's inside the pyramid. It's not outside. You're inside
Okay.
the pyramid. You can't, yeah, it's
That's
no
interesting.
climbing on the outside of the pyramids.
Right, I didn't think so. I was kind of
Yeah,
concerned about that when you said that. I'm like,
no,
I usually
no,
don't
they
see
arrest
people
you
on
when
the
you do that.
outside. Yeah.
And there'll be a chance for you to have a camel ride as well while you're at the pyramids. So that's a lot of fun to do
Oh
too.
yeah,
If you've never ridden a camel, I think you should at least once.
yeah, no, I've never done that. So what are some other things people should be aware of as far as physical requirements or things that allergies or anything?
Well, allergies, is that what you said?
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, I guess it's desert, so maybe just it's not so much.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna, it's dry, so it's dry and your nose is going to be dried out and your skin is going to be dried out. So bring moisture lotion.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I've never had any problem with allergies there. I think it's just enjoy the culture. It's different from ours, very different, and you'll go there and go with a good attitude. Like, don't think, oh, this is so dirty. These people are so
Yeah.
poor. They're not really, they're poor in your estimations, but they're not poor. They're very happy. They're hard workers. They are the kindest people that you could ever imagine. They'll do anything for you, and they're very helpful.
Wow.
So, um, yeah, and interact with them. They're nice. They're nice people. So,
Yeah, talk, ask questions,
yeah, absolutely. Be
converse.
careful with like the gift shops and stuff. The gift shops in the hotel will not bargain with you.
Okay.
But when you go to, like, if you go to the pyramids, don't engage unless you're prepared to buy. So don't say no, thank you. Don't look at it. If you want to buy, like, go and do your stuff, see your stuff, come back down. Now, if you want to buy something, then you can engage with them because they will never leave your side. And if you engage them beforehand, and it gets to be a little bit bothersome. So engage with them after you see it. They will bargain hard. Don't worry about it. They prefer cash.
Okay.
They prefer American dollars.
Oh, they do.
So
Okay.
bring money for tipping. And I'm not talking about the tip money that Hamdi will. I'm not sure if Hamdi's gonna do it or if you guys will tip on your own. But this is like $1 to go into the bathroom or something like that. You go
Right.
into the bathroom, and it's not required, but these people, that's what their living is, and they depend on the tip. So when you go
Okay.
in the bathroom, they'll give you a towel to dry your hands, or they'll give you toilet paper to go in to the bathroom. You just give them $1. I mean, for us, $1 is nothing. For them, it's a lot. So they're very grateful when you do that, and be kind to them. Don't brush them off like they're something dirty or something. They're trying to help you.
Right.
Also, bring toilet paper.
Okay. Yeah, this
That's
is
another
good.
thing. Yeah, bring toilet paper because you might be in a place where they don't use toilet paper, they use a bidet, and um, you're an American and you need your toilet paper. So bring it with you, whether it's in the form of tissues or
Okay.
you have a squashed roll of toilet paper, or bring it with you.
And what about the drinking water? Is it something where You
You
shouldn't.
don't drink the water.
Thank
You
you.
drink, yeah, you do not drink the water. You drink bottled water only. That means no ice because the ice is made out of their water. So whenever you get a drink with anything, you tell them no ice.
Okay.
Um, we'll find a way for you to get a whole bunch of water with you. You know, you can't really bring it on the plane, so don't buy a whole bunch of water that you're not going to be able to use. But we went through one of the large liter bottles a day per person. So if you wanted to buy like two or three, the driver will stop and get a whole bunch
Oh,
for you.
okay. Yeah, that
Yeah,
would be good.
it's a
Definitely.
lot cheaper than buying it in the hotel because the hotel is going to charge you 5 times what you can
Right.
get it on the street.
Right.
And they're all the same. They're clean. And
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
open your mouth in the shower, and because that's their water. And when you're brushing your teeth, use the bottled water to brush your teeth.
Okay.
Um, if you do happen to get like mummy's tummy, as they call it, diarrhea, um, I always bring Cipro with me just in case.
Okay.
I would start taking it at the first sign of diarrhea. So it's usually gone by, so you can enjoy your trip. But um, they can bring a doctor to your room if you get sick, but that costs money.
Right.
So Cipro, you can ask your doctor for it. I also bring a Z pack. I've never had to use either one of them, happily, but they're there just in case.
What's a Z pack?
Z pack is erythromycin. It
Oh,
is
okay.
a different type of antibiotic for like upper respiratory, and Cipro is for lower parts.
Okay. And what do you recommend as far as travel insurance for travelers?
Um, there are travel insurances out there. I always travel with travel insurance, um, just because medical. If you had to get shipped out of there, I want to be able to know that I can get an
Right, exactly.
airplane out of there. So yeah,
Okay.
you never know. So um, we sell, I think it's called Travel Guard. There are other insurances that are out there too. Do your own research. Um, Ours is a little pricey, so you might not want to go with that one.
Okay.
But there's one called Alliance. I think the ALLINZ.
Right.
So you can try that.
Yeah, and I think there's a couple sites that compare medical
Yeah.
insurances too, so you can go online and kind of see what your needs may be, and then it kind of helps match you with the
And
appropriate.
also, if you wanted to cancel after the refund date is gone, that will work too. Because we've had people that had an emergency a week
Oh,
before they were supposed to leave, and there's no refund at that point because we've already paid all the suppliers.
right.
So they had travel insurance, and the travel insurance reimbursed them.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Um, Trying to think if there were any other questions that I might have. It sounds like an amazing itinerary, especially for those of us who've never been.
You are going to love it. The people that have gone for the first time, it's kind of like seeing it through their eyes, like Christmas time. You see them, and you experience it all again like it's the first time. It's the first time seeing the pyramids is probably the most incredible thing that you can do. And then seeing Karnak and Luxor temples
Right.
in Luxor, your mind just is boggled by thinking about the civilization that went on thousands of years ago.
Right, and walking in these cities that have been around for
Yeah,
so long.
Kanakalili Bazaar, which is an old, old city, which it's also amazing. You'll go there. That's by Old Cairo. So they'll take you there. They'll take you to a shop that's known for, they don't bargain, but their prices are super low. So you don't have to bargain,
Oh, that's nice. That's
which is
good.
actually nice. Yeah.
Right, that is nice for those of us who aren't used to bargaining.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's everything is fixed price and it's very cheap compared. We found something, the person I was with wanted a specific keffiyeh, and it couldn't be like a black one or a red one, which are the traditional ones that were there. So we had to go bargain with somebody in another shop. And I can't tell you how many times we walked away from them and realized they weren't coming after us. And so I said, well, if you want it, you're going to have to pay his price because he's
Right.
not going down anymore.
Yeah, exactly. What are some of the foods like in Egypt?
Um, so you'll get a full breakfast, which is a buffet, and you can choose what you want to eat. You can have eggs, you can have bread. They have traditional Egyptian food if you want that. They have sausages and every fruits and cereals and everything like that. So that's normal. The lunches might be depending on where you are. Like you'll go to the countryside restaurant, which is always like chicken that's roasted, rotisserie
Right.
chicken, and all of the different salads, which are like hummus and tahina and baba ganoush with very fresh pita bread. If you go to the hotel, they'll have regular Western style, or you can get um, Middle Eastern style as well. Whatever, you can get a hamburger, you can get a pizza, whatever you decide. So, if you want to, and the cruise will have both things too. So you're
Oh,
never
okay.
you're never stuck for food. Like you can't say, oh, I can't eat that because I can't eat Middle Eastern food. They always have alternatives, so they'll have something for you.
That's good to know. That's great.
Yeah,
Well, thank you so much for your time today, Lori. This is
you're
super
welcome.
interesting. And if travelers have more questions, I'll put Lori's contact information in the show notes and you can reach out to me as well. But Lori's been doing this for many years, so she'll be the one with the best answers. So, really appreciate your time and hope more travelers will go to Egypt if you haven't been. I
Yeah,
think now's the time to go and see it. So
absolutely.
much as every day I open up my news feed and it seems like they're discovering more and more in Egypt as far as unearthing discoveries. I think that's fascinating.
It is. There's an active dig going on right now, right by Giza. So
Yeah, exciting.
exciting.
Yeah. Thank you, Lori.
You're welcome. Thanks, April. Bye.